A little girl named Darcy. She's seen talking to her doll whispering, "Nothing will happen to you. I won't let anything happen to you." But suddenly, her father storms in, furious. He scolds her for being useless, yelling, "You can't do anything right. All day you talk to this stupid doll." He walks toward the doll, ready to smash it. That's when Darcy snaps. Enraged, she grabs something and kills her father. But who is this girl? Why did she murder her own father? And what's the story behind that strange doll? The answers slowly begin to unfold. The scene shifts next door to our main character, Astrid, who lives with her father, Fred. Years ago, Ash lost her mother in a tragic car accident. The crash left Ash unable to walk properly. But despite everything, she remains full of life. She has her dad, a loving boyfriend named Brad, great friends, and now her birthday is just around the corner. But little does Astrid know. Her world is about to shatter. On her way to college, she unexpectedly runs into Darcy, an old childhood friend. They used to be inseparable, but as they grew older, Astrid moved on while Darcy stayed behind, stuck in the past. What Astrid doesn't know is Darcy never truly moved on. She had secretly been in love with Astrid all along. A truth she never revealed to anyone, not even Astrid. Darcy's life was tragic too. Her mother had taken her own life right in front of her. Maybe that's why Darcy turned out different. Astrid is surprised but happy to see her again. Darcy reminds her of the deep bond they once shared and even shows her an old pendant from their childhood. The gesture makes Astrid smile, and she feels a wave of nostalgia. When Darcy brings up Astrid's upcoming birthday, Astrid feels compelled to invite her. She tells Darcy about the evening's plans and asks her to join. Darcy happily agrees and promises to come after her doctor's appointment. Just then, Astrid's boyfriend Brad arrives with her friends and calls her to join them in the car. Astrid turns to invite Darcy as well, but Darcy politely declines. Later, Darcy visits her therapist, doctor for Olivia. She tells her she's finally ready to confess her feelings to Astrid. The doctor gently advises her to think through her decision and to prepare herself emotionally no matter the outcome. But Darcy responds ominously, hinting that if Astrid rejects her, she might lose control. Even the doctor looks uneasy. Meanwhile, Astrid and her friends are prepping for the party. Brad, Fiona, Co, and Ko's boyfriend Charlie are all there. That's when Fiona begins mocking Darcy, bringing up the rumors about her being strange or possibly involved in dark things. Astrid doesn't like where the conversation is going and defends her old friend, reminding them that Darcy is a part of her past and she's on her way. Everyone is visibly annoyed. Moments later, Darcy arrives. She's glowing with happiness, holding a gift for Astrid. She thinks it'll just be the two of them. But when she hears the voices inside, her expression changes. Astrid tries to reassure her and introduces her to the others. Darcy steps in nervously. Astrid goes to get her a glass of water. And while she's gone, the others begin mocking Darcy to her face. Darcy's heart sinks. When Astrid returns, Darcy quietly hands her the gift and walks out. Astrid is confused. She confronts her friends, sensing that something had happened, but they all deny it. Then Fiona grabs the box, curious about what Darcy had brought. Astrid tries to stop them, but they open it anyway. Inside is a large doll. Everyone bursts into laughter. But there's more. A letter tucked inside, a love letter. Darcy had poured her heart into those words, confessing that she had loved Astrid since childhood and wished to spend her life with her. Astrid is stunned. Her friends laugh even harder, and far away, Darcy waits silently at home, desperately hoping for Astrid's reply, unaware of the mockery her gift just received. A little while later, Darcy receives a call, not from Astrid but from Brad. He lashes out at her, warning her to stay away from Astrid and claiming that Astrid hates her. Crushed and humiliated, Darcy's heartbreak turns into rage. Unaware of any of this, Astrid is at home with her father, Fred. She tells him everything. Fred gently reminds her that Darcy's mother was once his close friend, and ever since she passed, Darcy hasn't been the same. He urges Astrid to talk to her. Astrid is about to call Darcy when there's a knock at the door. She opens it and finds Darcy standing there looking strange and unwell. Darcy confronts her, convinced that Astrid doesn't love her, that she'd rather be with Brad. She declares that if Astrid won't stay with her, then she doesn't want to live either. Without waiting for a response, Darcy walks away. Now terrified, Astrid tells her father they need to find her. The two rush to Darcy's house only to find her lifeless body. Darcy has taken her own life. The next day, Darcy is buried. Astrid and Co are heartbroken, blaming themselves. But Fiona, Brad, and Charlie show no remorse. Even Darcy's therapist, Olivia, is devastated, still shaken by what happened. But no one knows the nightmare is just beginning. Remember that doll? The one Darcy named Morgan after her mother? The story takes us to Astrid's bedroom. She's asleep and that same doll sits nearby. Suddenly its head turns. It's watching her. This is where the real horror begins. The next morning, Astrid gets ready for college. Her father has already left for work. At home, only the housemaid, Shirley, remains, and so does Morgan the doll. But before we learn Shirley's fate, the story shifts to Olivia. Detective Harry visits her, investigating Darcy's case. He asks questions about her background. Olivia explains how Darcy's father neglected her after her mother's death. She was broken and lonely, and Olivia saw her as a little sister. The detective wonders if Darcy's actions were driven by her troubled past. He also shares a disturbing detail. Darcy's father has gone missing. No one knows where he is. Olivia is shocked. Harry now suspects the father might be involved in something darker. Back at Astrid's home, Shirley is busy cleaning when a ball suddenly rolls behind her. Thinking Astrid has returned, she calls out and heads upstairs, but the house is silent. She enters the room only to find the doll, Morgan. The way it's staring at her feels wrong. Shirley brushes it off, thinking it's just her imagination. She turns away, but Morgan rises and attacks. Shirley is killed. Her body is buried. No one sees it coming. When Astrid and Fred return home, Shirley is gone. They assume she finished her work and left, completely unaware of the horror that unfolded. Fred gently tells her he has a date and asks her to stay inside until he gets back, giving her a warm smile before leaving. Not long after, Co and Fiona arrive and the three of them enjoy a fun night together. The next day, Olivia visits Astrid. She shares how much Darcy loved her, how she had no one else. Astrid listens quietly. Olivia offers her support and asks her to talk if she ever feels overwhelmed. Astrid agrees, but Astrid has no idea what's truly happening around her because just then, her boyfriend Brad is cheating on her with her friend Fiona. Fiona suddenly remembers that her phone filled with their private photos is still at Astrid's house. Worried Astrid might find it, she and Brad decide to sneak in and retrieve it. Using Brad's spare key, they enter the house. Brad distracts Astrid outside while Fiona rushes upstairs. She finds the phone, but something else finds her. Morgan, the doll, awakens and attacks. Fiona dies a slow, horrifying death, never knowing why the doll chose her. Two are dead now, Shirley and Fiona, and no one suspects a thing because Morgan hides the bodies. The next day, unaware of the horrors unfolding, Astrid visits Olivia. There, Olivia shares everything she knows about Darcy's past. Astrid listens, feeling guilty and heartbroken. She mentions that ever since Darcy gave her the doll, she's kept it with her. Hearing this, Olivia freezes. She asks if Darcy gave her a doll. Astrid confirms. Olivia insists she needs to see it. Meanwhile, back at Astrid's house, her friends are decorating for her surprise birthday party. Brett receives a message from Fiona asking him to come upstairs, but it isn't Fiona texting. It's the doll. Charlie and Co step out to grab supplies. Brett heads upstairs and there he finds Fiona's lifeless body. Before he can react, the doll appears and just like Fiona, Brad is killed slowly, brutally. No one knows what's happening. That night, Astrid and Olivia return home. The group surprises Astrid with the party. She's happy, but Olivia is focused. She urges Astrid to show her the doll. Upstairs, the doll still sits quietly in the corner. Olivia is stunned. Astrid, confused, asks what the big deal is. Olivia explains the chilling truth. Darcy's mother practiced black magic. She believed she could trap souls inside objects like dolls. In this doll, Morgan was named after her. Astrid begins to feel uneasy. Olivia tells her to head downstairs while she examines the doll. Alone with Morgan, Olivia notices something disturbing. She finally understands the terrifying truth. But before she can warn Astrid, Morgan strikes. Olivia is knocked unconscious. Astrid, noticing Olivia hasn't returned, heads upstairs. And this is where the final twist begins. She sees the doll moving, watching her. Suddenly, Olivia shouts, "It's not a doll. It's not even a spirit. It's a costume." And inside is Darcy. Darcy removes the mask. It was all a twisted act. She explains everything. She faked her death to win Astrid's love. The body found, it wasn't hers. It was her father's. She had killed him and planted her own teeth to mislead the autopsy. She confesses to murdering Fiona, Brad, and even the housemaid Shirley. all to protect Astrid from anyone who might hurt her. Now she gives Astrid a choice. Either send everyone away or she'll kill Olivia next. Astrid realizes Darcy is beyond reason. To protect Olivia, she pretends to give in. She goes downstairs and tells everyone to leave. Co suspects something is wrong, but Astrid insists. Now only Astrid, Olivia, and Darcy remain in the house. Astrid returns upstairs. Darcy has tied up Olivia and is ready to leave with Astrid. She says they'll run away, just the two of them. Astrid tries to reason with her, but Darcy refuses to listen. Just then, Astrid's father arrives home. Darcy knows he's the one keeping Astrid from choosing her, so she attacks him and knocks him unconscious. Everything is going according to Darcy's plan, but the story isn't over. Astrid and Olivia regain consciousness. They quickly call the detective. Within moments, he arrives, but even he isn't safe. Darcy kills him too. Astrid and Olivia rush downstairs and find her father barely alive. Darcy stands in their way, unhinged and unstoppable. That's when Co returns. She had sensed something was wrong and came back to help, but she shouldn't have. Darcy attacks both Co and Olivia, injuring them badly. Astrid realizes this can't end with reason. It must end with action. So she pretends again. She tells Darcy she finally understands how much she loves her and she's ready to be with her. Darcy is overjoyed. But as she lets her guard down, Astrid strikes. She fights back and kills Darcy. It's over. Or so they think. Astrid then calls the police and the help arrives. Her father and Co are rushed to the hospital. Olivia assures her it's all going to be okay. She tells Astrid to forget Darcy, to treat her like a bad dream. But the nightmare isn't quite over, because in the final scene, the doll sits quietly. Its eyes glow faintly. Inside it, Darcy's soul has returned. And maybe, just maybe, she's not done yet. Do you think this story deserves a part 2? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more recaps. See you next time.